Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me for Release and Restore Yoga. We are going to start on our backs today. Oh, and we do need 2 blocks for our practice. Trying to remember what for, just to make sure you can't use something else. You could, I think, just use a nice thickly folded blanket as well, or a couple cushions. So throw pillows. We're going to start on our back. Coming all the way down. Extend the legs or keep your knees bent, soles of the feet on the floor. And let everything go for a moment. Just let your body get heavy. Feeling the body on the floor, all the places your body is touching the surface. Bringing awareness inwards. We're often just looking out of our body. Our awareness on our senses and what we perceive on the outside. And it's not often the practice to go in and really be with what you're feeling physically, emotionally. Emotions show up physically. You can feel them sometimes. You know, when you are feeling a little anxious, you might feel it in your gut. You might feel some fluttering in your chest or your heart area. And just scanning the body for where you feel relaxed and maybe where you feel not fully at ease. And maybe setting the intention for Satya, which is just truth, your truth for this practice. Just recognizing your limitations, not going beyond your boundaries in these poses, and being honest with that balance between effort and ease. Not too much intensity, but bringing in that sensation that feels therapeutic. And like you're moving and evolving in your body. Bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the ground. We'll bring our left knee in towards our abdomen. Can extend that right leg out or leave the sole of the foot on the ground. Waking up the hips. Once you're here, relax the shoulders. You can probably feel it in the lower back as well. Loosening up the lower back, loosening up this left hip. On your shoulders, your upper back to just be relaxed. Excuse me. If this was for YouTube, I would edit that out. But this is what you get with live classes. Really taking the time to let some of those deeper spaces open up. The patience. These slower moving classes can sometimes be tricky when we're used to moving fast and getting things done. It can feel very indulgent. But if you go in, if you be with your body like we just were, If you go on the inside to where you're feeling sensation, and you can see that in this being, we are actually doing, we are creating space in our body. Bend the right knee, bring the sole of the foot to the ground, take your left ankle and just bring it right above that right knee. You can stay right here if you're feeling decent sensation, or lift that right foot into the air and wrap your hands around the back of your thigh or to the front of your shin if you're a little more flexible than me. And again, just relax here. A little tuck of the chin so your back of your neck is elongated. Feeling the back of your head heavy on the mat, your hips softening. And lower that right foot back down. And we're going to take our left hand and bring it to the outer edge of our left foot. And then just start to guide that left foot towards the ceiling. So your left knee is coming in towards your chest. And you can always use a strap here too. So maybe wrapping the strap around the center of your foot. When you're here, try to relax. There might be a little shaking. And if this is too intense, you can bring your hand around your shin as well. That nice balance between effort and ease, being honest, not going too far with your body. And lower that left foot back down. Take a moment. Maybe taking the knees side to side. It always feel really good to release the pose. And we'll bring our right knee in towards our abdomen, stretch that left leg out if that feels good. And once you're here, finding all the spots that you can relax, scanning from head to toe, relaxing through the shoulders and the arms, just allowing them to be heavy in this pose. No activation. Feeling the backs of your shoulders, touching the surface, releasing, relaxing. Feeling your sacrum, the backs of your hips touching the surface. Release, relax. That right leg, see if we can find just a little more softness And then the left leg, which is touching the ground, that whole back of the leg. Just that sense of heaviness, really not doing anything. And bend the left knee, bring the sole of the foot to the ground, bring your right ankle right above that left knee, coming to that figure 4 position. And then from here, if it feels good, start to lift that left foot up off the floor, wrapping your hands around the back of your thigh or the front of your shin. And then relaxing into the pose. I drank a little too much coffee this morning, so I'm really focusing on grounding my energy right now, taking any unsettled energy from my nervous system. Got a little frayed, a little revved up from deciding to have an extra cup that I don't normally have. I felt it halfway through. I'm like, oh, no, no more. But it's nice with these practices, taking that unsettled energy, really focus on grounding it. And that means what it sounds like. We're touching the ground right now and feeling that energy just kind of seeping, getting heavy into the ground. Letting it go. Soften, so you deepen. It's an example of me not living my truth this morning when I said yes to that extra cup. I knew it wasn't right, but it just was feeling good at the moment. Lower that left foot down. And we'll take hold of our right outer edge of our foot with our right hand, bringing that knee in towards our right armpit. The right foot going towards the ceiling. And again, you can modify, adapt this pose however you'd like to. So if you would like to keep your hand just around that right shin with your leg more down and hugged into you, you could do that. Just moving it towards your right armpit. Or you could use your strap. When you're here, focus on trying to let go through the lower back, through the hips. And another modification would be maybe a folded blanket underneath your hips here. And slowly lower that right foot back down. Let it settle for a moment. Noticing what you feel. We'll take our knees side to side. Gentle movements. Just gentle side to side, just a very little twist. And keeping your knees bent, the soles of the feet on the floor. We're going to press into the soles of the feet, lift our pelvis, getting your block, sorry, or a folded blanket here or a cushion, lifting up through the pelvis and placing your block or your cushion at the lowest setting right underneath your sacrum and your hips. Once you're there, really settling down onto the prop. Letting it all go here. And press into the soles of the feet. Lift your hips off the floor, removing the block, coming slowly back down, letting your whole back settle, release into the floor, relax, relax. And bringing your knees, winging them out to the side, bringing the soles of the feet together. And you can bring your blocks, if it feels good, maybe underneath your thighs or your knees, releasing our low back. It might feel good to take a cushion underneath your head for a moment. A blanket, a pillow. We'll just rest here, getting a nice opening through the hips, feeling that opening in our lower back. A lot of time for quiet. It's just really nice to feel your body in these poses. Let your mind journey. It's not often we let our mind journey when we're in a really relaxed state. And it gives us different perspectives than what we're normally thinking about. Usually when we're in this nice relaxed state, we can see things just a little bit differently. And slowly bring your hands to your thighs, bring your knees together. Remove any props you're using. And slowly turn over onto your side and make your way into your comfortable seat. Once you're here, take a little motion first with the neck. So maybe just drawing circles with your face, very gentle, not letting your head go back too far. Just like we're tracing a clock. Nice and slow. Noticing all the places in the neck that are moving. They're being stretched as we make this motion. 3 times around one way. And 3 times the other way. And coming back to center very slowly, chin coming up. Let's roll our shoulders. Rotate them forward, maybe to start, whichever way you started, keep that way, and we'll go the other way when it's time. This could be nice big motions. They could be smaller. You decide what feels good right here. That nice balance between effort and ease in your body. Going the other way, being truthful about what feels right here to you. And we'll bring our hands to our shoulders and just draw little circles with the ends of your elbows. Feeling it in the armpits. And go the other way. And bring your hands back down, maybe give them a little shake. Bring your left hand to the floor, kind of leaning into a little bit. So there's a little bend in that left side. Take your right hand behind your ear, stretch it all the way up. Coming towards that left side, feeling a stretch from your pinky down into your hip. Maybe a little bounce in that left elbow, just very gentle. So you can feel that movement, feel that stretch. That lateral stretch in your spine, and then all down your right side of your body. And come back down. And we'll bend into this right side, leaning onto that right hand that's just next to you. Once you're here, take your left hand, bring it behind that left ear and reach towards the right. Stay here for a few breaths, maybe adding just a very gentle, like I said, bouncing up and down with that right hand. Very subtle, just so you can kind of feel into the body a little more. And coming back to center. Bring your hands to your shins, and on your inhale, open through the chest, tipping your pelvis forward, coming into a nice spinal flexion. And as you exhale, rounding the spine, bringing your shoulders forward. Inhale, extending the spine open, opening through the chest, shoulders go back. Exhale, round the spine towards the back. And take a few more like this at your own pace. Working into the spine, moving that cerebral spinal fluid. And coming back to center, extend the legs out in front of you, legs are together. And getting nice and tall, we'll hinge at the hips, fold forward over our legs. And getting heavy here, feeling that space in the back of your legs, relaxing the legs. And slowly walking your hands in closer to the body, rolling up through the spine, moving the toes, flexing, extending the feet, getting into the ankles, circle the ankles, opening up. And we'll make our way onto our backs for a deep relaxation. Nice and slow, take whatever you need to get comfortable here, to let go and to relax, to release into the pose, feeling yourself nice and heavy on your mat. Letting tension go through the face, letting the shoulders and the arms be heavy, resting on the ground. Feeling your back muscles, letting go, the sacrum and the hips. Letting the backs of the legs just be heavy, and the heels. Releasing all effort so that our body can heal and restore. Bring a little wiggle to the fingers and the toes. And circle the ankles and the wrists. Stretch your arms up above, bend at the knees, take a nice stretch. And turn over onto your side. And we'll slowly make our way into our comfortable seat. Oh, rubbing your hands together, bring them into heart center. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, and I'll see you back here again soon.